Hi, everybody. Welcome to tonight's 45-minute practice. I'm really glad that you're here watching this video. Thanks for coming. If you have two yoga blocks, they're going to be very useful in today's practice. If you don't have two yoga blocks, grab two bed pillows or maybe two really like sturdy, like a couch cushion would also work. Grab your blocks. Great. Okay. And our focus on practice today is going to be on back bending and heart opening, partly because that feels really good after a long day of like hunching over a computer or driving a lot. But also in this like changing of the seasons time, I feel like, change is always a theme in life. That is like the nature of things, is that they're going to keep changing. But personally, in my life and in the lives of a lot of people, I love like navigating a lot of change is like really just what's kind of in the air right now. So I found a note in my phone. I was like, I remember hearing someone say something really beautiful about change, and I thank you to past Abby for writing it in a note. And the reflection I'm sharing is just simply that remaining open is a brave response to facing change. I don't know what that means to you. Remaining open is a brave response to change. But today we're going to practice physically practicing heart opening. And I invite you just to see maybe how it is to bring to mind or into your heart the changes that you as a person are navigating and what it might feel like to remain more open as you move through them. So grab your two blocks. I am about to get started. If you like to follow along with the playlist, I'm pressing play right now. We don't need to be perfectly synced up or anything like that. And we're going to be starting on our backs in supported fish pose, which is a big heart opener. If you've done this before, go ahead and head there. If you're new to it, you're going to use your two blocks or your couch cushions, your pillows. One is going to go along the length of your spine and stop either just where your shoulder blades meet or maybe up a little higher. You can play with it. This is going to like boost up your spine. And then the other one is for your head to rest. And so there are lots of different heights that your block could be on. See what might feel nice to you here. Your hips will be resting completely down on the ground. And you might send the legs long if that feels good. If you need a little bit more support, send your feet to the edges of your mat and knock your knees together. You could also do feet touching, knees open wide if you want to bring some hip opening into this. And if you're working with couch cushions or pillows instead, you're going to set them up in a really similar way where they're boosting up your chest, your heart, so that your hips can relax and your head can rest supported. So it's okay to take a moment to find what feels right to you here. You might sense some slight discomfort. This is like a big energetic opening. It's also physically a lot for the body. So just be gentle. Move into it with as much ease as you can find. If you'd like to invite a greater sense of openness, rest your hands, palms facing up towards the sky. If you'd like to maintain a little feeling of grounding, just bring your hands onto your own body, somewhere that feels comforting. You might close your eyes or just soften your gaze. Notice how this feels through the body. And start to observe the way that your breath may have changed since entering this shape. And see if with each breath in, you can imagine your heart space opening, softening. And with the exhale, find a feeling of letting go, heavying through the body, feeling the support of the earth beneath you. Just continue to breathe in that way on your own, a big, full in-breath. illuminating the heart. And a big letting go, releasing as you exhale. If your mind is wandering, since you maybe just stepped away from work or caring for your family or running errands, it's okay to acknowledge that things are busy, that the mind is thinking and planning as it does. But allow your breath to carve a path for you through whatever noise or friction, until you find yourself focusing again on the breath rather than the thoughts drifting through your mind. Couple more breaths like this, sensing into both the feeling of groundedness through the feet and the hips and the opening through the heart. And when you're ready, gently roll off onto one side, move your block through your pillows out from under you, keep them nearby, and return to laying down straight on your back. This time, hug your knees up towards your chest. We're just allowing the spine to decompress after such a big back bend. Might feel good to just rock side to side, feeling into any tension through the low back. Maybe you're drawing circles with your knees. Reverse your circles if you were drawing circles. And put your feet flat down on the floor. We'll set up for some bridge pose. If you have a block, bring it right in between your thighs, so hugging the block with your legs. Ground through the feet, maybe wiggling them a little closer to your booty. Hands rest palms down on the floor. As you breathe in, squeeze the block, lift the hips, letting them just float upwards here, nothing too strenuous just yet. And as you exhale, one vertebrae at a time, come back down to earth. But again, like that push through the feet, lift the hips, send your tailbone more towards your heels. And exhale, lower down. Invitation to move the arms as the hips lift, inhaling, reaching the hands up and back. You can also keep them grounded. Exhale, lower. Let's do 3 more moving, and then we'll hold. Inhale to lift, lengthening across the front body. Exhale to lower down. 2 more times through, move with your breath. Nice. Stop when you finish your third one here. Let your next in-breath take you up, then hold the bridge position. Arms might be up and back, maybe down at your sides. Continue to breathe here. Observe any burning or shaking sensations through the legs. Know that even with just a little bit of movement, they're warming up, they're getting stronger, cultivating power for the class that comes next. If you notice that your rib cage is like really reaching up towards the sky, come back down a bit. Think about hugging the ribs together, supporting yourself by engaging the muscles around the hips, pushing your feet into the ground to ignite your hamstrings. Take one more big breath in. And as you exhale, lower down. Nice job. You can release the block from in between your thighs. Stack your knees on top of your hips, finding a like a dead bug or a tabletop on your back sort of shape. We've got knees over hips, toes actively flex back towards your face. And probably all of our legs are a little closer rather than knees over hips. So keeping your low back squished to the ground, can you push your knees away from you so they're directly over your hips? You might stay just like this. This is a lot of engagement here, keeping the low back squished down while keeping the legs like this. If you wanted a little bit more, you could gently press your hands into your legs and meet that resistance with the strength of your legs. Still keeping the low back glued down, keeping the face soft, still breathing. If you want to experiment with some movement, keep pushing on the right leg. As you inhale, keeping the left knee bent, lower your heel to hover. And as you exhale, lift it back up. Going to the other side, pushing into the left leg, inhaling, hover the right. Exhale, lift, keep going, alternating on your own, and go slow. It's harder if you go slow. This is how we build stability through these muscles and a sense of mindful movement. So continue to breathe. The more you keep your knee bent as you lower it, the less strain on the low back. So there's nothing wrong with keeping the legs bent. Keep breathing, you're doing great. If you need a little break in the middle, you can take one, or maybe you just dial back, hold the dead bug, just pushing on both legs. You relax your face. You relax more through your neck and shoulders. Let's do 2 more on each side. No rushing. Stick with the breath. You're doing great. Good job. Even out your sides. Finish strong. When you're done, hug both knees up into your chest. Give your back, your core a break. Maybe that little side to side rock feels good here. Grab for your block again. Put it underneath your sacrum. That's the flat part at the base of your spine before your butt. To feel kind of grounded and stable through the legs. Bend the left leg long. Hug the right knee up and in, maybe a little bit out. From here, it's up to you to find what feels best. This is both hip opening for the bent knee, but mostly this is lengthening across the front of the left hip and even the left quad. So like your stretch Armstrong, can you reach your left leg further away from your body? Leg can touch the floor or not. And at the same time, squeeze the right knee up and in, and then resist the squeeze of your arms to activate through the right hip. One more big breath. And let go. Bring the left knee in to meet the right, and we'll switch out the legs. So right leg, going long. Left knee hugs up and in. Take your time to set up on this side. Noticing how it might feel different, maybe more tight, more limited, maybe more open. Two more breaths. Awesome job. When you're all done, hug both knees back to center, and then both feet down onto the ground. Remove the block from underneath you one more time. This time we're gonna just roll onto our stomach. And just for a minute, we're gonna do the big twist from the stomach orientation. So bring your right leg up like half frog. So knee is in line with the hip, ankle underneath the knee. Press up into your palms. Wiggle your left arm underneath the right arm. And as you take a breath in, reach the right arm up and over like a rainbow, finding a big twist. Big opening through the heart, through the pecs and the shoulders. You can just stay still like this, or if that open book movement feels good, where you bring the right hand back to the left and continually inhale to open and reach. You have about 3 breaths to play with either of those. For more shoulder opening while you stay still, make a W or like a goalpost with your arm. When you're all done, return back to center. And we'll find this on the other side. So from your stomach, bring the left leg up and out. Come up onto your palms. Wiggle the right arm underneath the bridge of your left. Really reach the right arm far away. So as you inhale to open up the left arm, you've already got some wingspan. Oof. And same thing here, you might try stillness, or maybe you use these 3 breaths to try some open books, encouraging a more dynamic opening through the heart. Nice job. When you're done, return to your stomach, find Sphinx pose. So arms are like the number 11, shoulders are right on top of elbows, toes might be tucked or untucked. This is a back bend, yes. And it might not feel like much at first, but we'll be here for a couple breaths and just start to notice any warmth building through the upper back. So press your elbows down into the ground and gently hug them back towards your hips. Think about broadening through your collarbones, shining your heart forward, lifting up through the heart space. And from here, you have a lot to play with. You might try some windshield wipers through the legs, see how that feels, just like sending the hips side to side. Or you might keep the legs still, find some movement through the neck, whether circle, ear to shoulder, opening and closing the jaw. Switch directions if you're doing anything in a circle. Good. Find stillness at the center. Press yourself back to child's pose. Toes touch, knees open wide. Crawl your fingertips forward. Let your heart reach down towards your mat. Take 3 breaths here with each exhale, letting your hips grow heavier, like they're magnetized to your feet. Crawl your fingertips off to one side, finding a big stretch through the side body. Take a big breath in, expand. And a big breath out, release. Crawl back through center and walk off towards the opposite side for a big side stretch. Good. Return to center. Find puppy pose. So come up onto your knees so your hips are right over your knees. And from here, walk your hands out like child's pose. Heart starts to melt down towards the ground. You can rest your chin on the earth or your forehead. If this is feeling a little far away, bring your block underneath your forehead or underneath your chest. Breathe into your upper back, softening the shoulders. And we'll go straight from puppy pose into thread the needle. So bring your left arm underneath the bridge of your right. You can keep the right hand on the ground, or for a little more opening through the shoulder, reach your right hand up, send your palm back behind you, and wrap your arm around your body any amount for a little half bind. One more big breath in. And breath out. Return to center, puppy pose just for a moment. And then thread the right arm under the left, or thread the needle on the other side. The half bind is here if it felt good. Good, and gently return back to center. Press yourself up onto all fours, tabletop position. I'm setting a timer for 1 minute. for you to just find some movement through the body that feels natural and good. This might look like cat and cow. Maybe it's kind of like child's pose up into cat or cow. Maybe windshield wipering through the legs is feeling interesting. Maybe sending one leg long to stretch out through the calf or the Achilles. Continue to breathe deeply. You might even close your eyes. Let yourself feel and sense into the movements that your body is asking for. For about 10 more seconds. Good. Enjoy your last round of whatever you're playing with. And we will meet together in downward facing dog. So arms are shoulder width distance apart. Tuck your toes, lift your heels up, maybe pedal through the legs. Find stability through your hands and your upper body. Spread your fingers really wide. Grip at the mat with your finger pads and the big knuckles that connect fingers to your palm. Act like you're trying to push the floor away from you. Notice how that lengthens your spine. Hug your biceps in towards your face to strengthen your upper back. Big breath in. Big breath out. As you inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Walk your feet behind your hands. Let your chest release down. Find what feels best here. Maybe a chest expansion, maybe grabbing opposite elbows, maybe a twist. Release your fingertips down towards the ground. Wiggle your feet closer together if that feels good. As you bend your knees, slowly come up to standing. Nice and slow. When you reach the top, take a big breath in, squeeze your shoulders up towards your ears. And as you exhale, roll them down and back. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, roll the shoulders up and forward. Exhale, down and back. 1 more time, breathing in to squeeze. And exhale, open and release. Face forward on your mat. As you inhale, mountain pose, reach your fingertips up high, strengthen through your legs. Exhale, hands to heart center, grow taller through your crown. Inhale, mountain, reach the arms high. Exhale, back bend, squeeze your glutes, cactus the arms, lift up through your heart. Good, hold for an extra breath here, breathing in. Breathing out, relax your face. Inhale, mountain, rise up. Exhale, forward fold with soft knees. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, high plank and hold just for a moment. Squeeze your legs. Launch forward so your heels are over your toes. Engage your core. Spread your fingers wide. Push the earth away. Lengthen the back of your neck. You can stay like this. If you want to lower down, take a breath in. And as you exhale, drop to your knees, lower to your chest with control. Toes tucked or untucked. Inhale, cobra pose, roll the shoulders up and back. Lift your chest, keep breathing here. Lengthen the back of your neck. See if you might lift your heart up and forward 1 more inch, breathe in. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, tabletop or high plank, press up. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll flow through twice now, matching breath to movement. And if it helps us, just like a little mantra, while we move, you might remember that remaining open is a brave response to change. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Push your feet down. Inhale, mountain all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart, grow taller. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, back bend. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, high plank. Stay here or breathe in. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, cobra, pull your heart up and forward. Exhale, lower. Nice job. Inhale, tabletop or high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last time through, inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to meet your hands. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, open your heart. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, high plank. Plant your palms, step back. Breathe in, charge up. Exhale, lower down or stay. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop or high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, we'll move on now to our next series. Start to warm up some larger muscle groups, do a little bit more back bending. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair pose. Sink your hips low. Reach your arms up and forward. Hold and breathe here. If this is a lot on the shoulders, bring your palms to touch at heart center. Think about sitting your hips even further back behind you. Good. So your knees are more over your ankles. It's okay if they're not perfectly aligned. If you feel any pain or discomfort in your low back, try tucking your tail like 1%. Hug your core in to help support you here. So good. Take a big breath in. Exhale, chair plane, legs stay the same. Send your fingertips backward. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. This is like cobra pose through the heart. If you want a little bit more of a challenge here, you want to try your balance, you can come up onto your toes for drinking bird, same shape through your upper back. Good, take one more big breath in. And a big breath out, great control. Inhale, lift the left leg, one leg mountain, lift the left leg. Good. Exhale, standing figure four across your left ankle over your right knee, sink back. Hold here for a moment. We'll go nice and slow. Flex the left toes back. Notice any sensations through the left outer hip. Still keep your spine long, your core supporting you at this kind of like high diagonal shape through your back. Inhale, one leg mountain, unwind. Exhale, step back to crescent lunge. Step the left foot back. Good. Feet are on parallel tracks here. Toes all point in the same direction. Bring your hands to your hips. Move left hip more forward, right hip more back. And then see, could you lunge a little more into the front leg? Do you need to bring a little bit of a bend to the back knee? Scissor your legs towards each other. Feel strong and stable from the very center of you. As you inhale, reach your arms up high. As you exhale, back bend, lift the heart, cactus the arms, legs stay as they are. Let's do two more like that. Inhale, lift the arms, straighten your back. Exhale, cactus arms, lift the heart. Good, last time, inhale. And exhale, back bend, lift up. Awesome job. Inhale, warrior two. Spiral the back foot down, arms go long at your side. It's okay if you need to bend and straighten into the front knee. Pull back through your back fingertips. I know that you probably can't see what you look like. A lot of times we're like really leaning forward. We want shoulders over hips, arms extending long in either direction. Breathe in. Exhale, extended side angle. Bring the left hand to press against the right knee or to rest on it. And for some extra heart opening here, bring your left hand to touch your right rib cage. And then like you were pulling yourself, you're rotating the chest like a paintbrush, reach your left fingertips all the way up. Good. One more big breath in here, thinking openness through the heart. Amazing. Keep the legs as they are. Inhale, reverse warrior. I know it's tough. You got it. Commit to the lunge in the right leg. Embrace the shake or the burn. I'm right here with you. Can you make this more of a side bend than a back bend? Shoulders are square towards this long edge of your mat. Option for a half bind, snaking the left arm around your waist any amount. Breathe in here. As you exhale, low lunge. Bring your arms down to frame your foot. Inhale, high plank, step back. Exhale, lower to your belly or stay in high plank. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop or high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Nice job. Let's do that nice and slow on the other side. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair pose, sink low. Reach the fingertips up and forward or bring them to your heart. Keep breathing here. A powerful breath supports a powerful shape in the body. Maybe you can bring the hips 1 inch further back, feeling the outer hips working, tops of the legs, backs of the legs. Inhale. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. Fingertips come back, pop your heart up and forward. Maybe you come onto your toes, maybe not. Steady yourself with your breath. Lift up through the heart, breathe in here. Stay for the exhale, you can do it. Inhale, lift the right leg lift, one leg mountain. Exhale, standing figure 4 across the right ankle over the left knee, sink back. Couple breaths here. Again, observing sensations through the right hip. Observing without judgment if balancing is a little trickier on this side. Connect to your core for stability here. Inhale, one leg mountain, unwind. Exhale, step back to crescent lunge. Step the right foot back. Hands to your hips. Right hip more forward, left hip more back. Maybe you bring a little bit of a bend to the back knee. And then strengthen your legs, gathering everything up and in towards the midline. Feet are actively pressing down into the earth. Bring your arms up high, inhale. Exhale, back bend, lift up through the heart. Squeeze your right glute for support. Inhale, lift the arms up high. Exhale, little back bend, lifting through the heart, spreading the collarbones wide. Good, last one, inhale. And exhale, lift your chest. Awesome. Inhale, warrior 2, spin open. Settle with your out breath, continue to breathe. Legs are strong, just like on the other side. This time, bring the strength to the arms as well. Fingertips press together intentionally. Arms are long and strong. If I could reach through your screen and try to knock your arms down, they wouldn't move. Inhale here. Exhale, extended side angle. For that little extra heart boost on this side, bring your right hand to touch your left rib cage. And like you were painting with a paintbrush, roll open and reach back up. Relax your face. Squeeze your right glute for stability. Keep the legs as they are. Inhale, reverse warrior. You got it. Keep the lunge. Yes, you can. Maybe you even recommit like a centimeter deeper just because you can. Lengthening through the left side body, left hip crease, softening the face, so strong. Breathe in. Exhale, cartwheel down to low lunge. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop or high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. We're going to flow through just one time on each side. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose just for a moment. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. You got it. Inhale, lift the left leg, one leg mountain. Exhale, standing figure four, sink down and back. Good. Inhale, one leg mountain with control. Exhale, crescent lunge, step it back. Inhale here. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, lift the arms high one more time. Exhale, back bend. Moving on to warrior two. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Keep the legs. Inhale, reverse warrior. Yes. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, cobra, lift your chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop or high plank. Exhale, down dog. Last time through. Inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair, your lowest chair yet. Exhale, chair plane or drinking bird. Lift the right leg. Inhale, one leg mountain. Lift the right leg. Exhale, step back to high crescent lunge. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, back bend, open. Inhale, lift your arms last time. Exhale, open. Good. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Use the whole breath to travel. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop or high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Lower down to your knees. Grab a sip of water if you need one. We're done with the standing. We've got one more little dynamic set of movements, and then we will stretch and wind things down. So in lieu of a static camel pose, which can just be, it's just like challenging. This is a more accessible way to experience some of the same benefits of the heart opening and the back bending without having to like hold a big back bend. So you have your two blocks. If you don't have blocks for this part, maybe you can grab a chair and put it on each side of you. It's just something for you to hold on to while you are arching your back and reaching up. And so we will set up with blocks or chairs on either side of you and start seated back on your heels if you're able to. You can start from all the way down. I almost have like child's pose legs, or maybe straight legs, or maybe staying more kneeling is better for you. Lots of options. There's no wrong way. Toes can be tucked or untucked. Start with your left hand on the block. As you inhale, reach the right arm up and back. You're pushing your hips forward, hugging the glutes to support your low back. You don't have to drop your head back, but if it feels good, you might try. Keep reaching through the right fingertips, connecting the line of energy that starts at your right knee out through the right fingertips. Breathe in. And exhale, come back down. Switching sides, right hand on the right block or the chair. Inhale, lift the left fingertips, strong through the left glutes. Again, we're not trying to do a whole big back bend. You're reaching as long as you can through the fingertips. Inhale here. Exhale, calm down. Let's do one more on each side. Left hand on the left blocker chair, inhale. And exhale, come down. Last time, right hand on the right block, inhale, expand and lengthen. And exhale, come back down. Good. Have a seat flat on your butt. Send the right leg out long. Left leg hugs in. This is like tree pose on the ground. Someone pointed that out in a class I took yesterday, and I was like, you're right. You're right. All right, flex the right toes back towards your shin. As you take a breath in, reach your arms high. As you exhale, pivot your chest over your long leg and fold. You can fold with a straight back or a rounded spine, whatever feels better to you. Breathe deeply into wherever you're feeling this stretch the most. Hamstrings, low back, hips. Slowly come back up to center. Take your long right leg. You're going to cross it over the left. Over the left. The right knee is up towards the sky. If this is like too pretzel-y, send the left leg long. So we've just got the right knee over the left. Bring your left hand to the outside of this knee or hug your knee. We're finding a big twist. Right hand goes onto the ground or a block behind you to help you lengthen through the spine. Take 2 breaths here. Opening your heart towards the right side of your space. Good. Return to center and find a little counter stretch. So keeping the legs as they are, just going to bend the other way. If your leg is straight, this might feel more like a hamstring stretch. If your bottom leg was bent, you might feel this through the hip more. Come back up. Unspaghetti your legs. You can give them a little wiggle. We'll find that on the other side. Left leg long, right foot tucks in. Flex the left toes back, active leg, inhale. Exhale, pivot and fold over the left leg this time. Allow your body to soften and release. Encouraging any sensations of openness to travel from your heart space to wherever else you could use a little more softness and light. Rise back up to a tall seat. Bring the left leg with you to cross over the right. If keeping both knees all pretzeled up feels too weird, send the right leg long. And then with your right arm, either hook the left leg so you can twist towards your left side, or if you've got the space, left elbow outside the left knee. This is pretty deep twist, but I will not be doing. Option to gaze over the left shoulder as you lengthen your spine. Breathe into this twist. One more inhale. One more exhale. Return to face the front and then crawl yourself off towards the opposite side, finding a counter stretch. Might feel good to flex the left toes. Good. Come back up to center. Send your legs long in front of you. Give them a little wiggle. One more forward fold, this one with both legs out long. Bend your knees a little bit. Inhale, reach high. And exhale, hinge forward and fold. Bend your knees more or less from here as it feels best to you. Encourage big, slow breaths. Gently come back up to a tall seat and make your way all the way down onto your back. If you really liked being in supported fish at the beginning and you want to end class in the same way, you're welcome to set up that way. The rest of us will find one happy baby and then enjoy some rest in whatever shape. So for happy baby, grab for the backs of your legs, your shins, feet. Find any last movements your body's asking for. And when you're ready, hug your knees into your chest, pulling yourself into a teeny tiny ball. And with a big breath out, unwind into your final resting shape. Legs long, knees knocked together, feet touching, knees open. There are so many options. As you lay here for some silence and some rest, I invite you to tap into the felt sensation of warmth or tingling or light through the heart space. We've been bringing a lot of extra blood flow to that area through the shapes we've practiced. I invite you to breathe deeply. See if you can tap into that sensation. And observe how that sensation, together with just your nice, easy, relaxed breath, can help you find a sense of letting go, of softening, and of releasing. If it feels good to rest like this, please stay longer, as long as you can. If you're ready to be guided out, start to deepen your breath, bring a little movement to your fingers and toes. Take your time as you find a big, full body stretch. Taking care to observe any shifts in the physical body or the subtle body, and appreciate that this is a direct response to the time and attention that you shared with yourself today. Roll onto one side. Gently press yourself up to a tall seat. We'll close with 3 big breaths together. Find a long spine, a lift up through the heart. As you inhale, option to bring the arms up, maybe look up. And breathe out, drag your palms down to heart center. 2 more times, big breath in, filling yourself up. Big breath out, grounding to the heart. Last one, breathe in, biggest breath of all, Tuesday. And your biggest breath out, releasing whatever you do not want to take off the mat with you. Lift your thumbs up to your third eye center. Thank you for practicing openness and connection with me. Beautiful. Thank you for practice. I hope you're feeling good. We'll be back next week with a 30-minute practice. And I can already tell that as the darker months come, we will need another light in this room. So thanks again for coming. I hope you're feeling good, and I will see you next time. Take care.